Hello from a very, very cold Derbyshire, -1 inside Peak 2CV here. Welcome to my latest video. This video is a few days I spent back at home before setting off for England. I spent a few days with my friend Steve again and went to a little Christmas market in his village. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm parked up at Steve Hills in Tufai, and here's the view from my doorway, because today is the village Christmas fair. So the main road through the village will be blocked and traffic diverted, and we'll be going down later, have a look around in the chapiteau and see what's what. I think it's just food and gifts and well, you can see Christmas trees.
This will be leaving in a couple of hours.
So it hasn't yet opened yet. It's about to open, but there's food and what have you. But so I'm just having a nose. It's not quite sleighs because it's mild. The forecast this afternoon is 17 degrees. Well, I've been at Steve's a few days. It's now Wednesday morning. Yesterday was sunny and 16 degrees, and today it's not. It's is it 10th of December, and you'll notice when I get on the road, you might be able to hear, there'll be lots of noise of all the mud that's on my tyres flicking off because I got stuck on the mud, had to be towed off by Steve's little digger, and now I've got 800 kilometres I think to go, driving north. As I say, when I set off now, you'll, I think, probably hear all the mud flying off. Or maybe it's so stuck to the tyres it's not going to. Anyway, off we go. This is a route I've been several times before, but I suddenly think, oh yeah, there's a sign here, and often miss them. Anyway, I am in the Dordogne now. I've only been going an hour. The weather's just been like this. Dismal. I've got all today, all tomorrow, and a couple of hours on Friday. How long to go today, how long to go tomorrow. I'll just see what the weather, I think. I'll see what the weather does. We're in the department of the Dordogne and just crossing the River Dordogne, which is fairly wide here. The weather's still fairly dull. Just sort of drizzle, not heavy rain. I think the wipers have been on virtually non-stop. Been quite a lot of roadworks on this route this morning. I think this is a slightly different route. There's some bits I recognise, there's some bits I don't. Because normally when I cross the Vizère I go into a town, and this one's not. I do recognise it vaguely, so maybe this entire journey from home all the way north will be on roads that I've either not been on before or are not my usual ones. This is a place that I have no idea how it's Bugouet. But I think this is the place I normally come in from the left, crossing the Vézère River here on the left. Yeah, I wonder why I've not come that way this time. So I recognise this place then. Yeah, normally across the Vézère, and I've been across the Vézère there when it's foggy, like it is today, or misty. And then this is the sort of internal bypass, so you don't go right through the main street. I just stopped for a couple of minutes in a place called Magnac-Laval. I used to know someone who had a house here, and the last time I was here was possibly about, what would it have been? 1991 maybe? But anyway, a long while ago. And the sat-nav's taking me through here. The sat-nav has brought me through here as one of its weird little new routes. I'll say that a lot of this route that I've been on since leaving home has been new to me. I know the places I've seen on the signposts, but not the actual routes, roads I've been travelling on. But it's all part of the life's rich tapestry. So now on a really quite small road, the D1. It says I'm on this for another 32k. It's 3 o'clock, so another hour or so, maybe a couple of hours. I need to find somewhere to stop. I was going to stop on the campsite at Argenton-sur-Creuse, and I just read the reviews, and it sounds expensive and muddy, so it's going to be even worse now. And several people said that the showers aren't heated, so they're okay in the summer, but not so much this time of year. So it seems a bit silly to spend €30 staying somewhere where the showers are cold and the campsite's muddy. So either I'll find somewhere else or I'll wild camp. Well, I'm still on the D1, 40k later or something, and I've just passed one of those stone departmental markers, but because I'm on this tiny little back road, there's no modern sign, so I think I've left the Haute Loire, but Haute Vienne, but I don't know where I am. I don't know which department this is. You can see the rain has stopped, which is a bonus, but it's not. I mean, the clouds are still heavy, grey and low. Particularly scenic drive, but makes a change being on this relatively small road. I missed the name of this place. It said there's a Benedictine priory here, and I have to say the colours actually suit the weather, the colour of the stone. Oh, huh. I thought it looked pretty. It is, look, it's one of France's most beautiful villages. C'est Benoît de Saulx. I don't think I'll wander around today because I've still got 11 hours to drive tomorrow and a little bit the day after, but another one of those that I need to say, oh yeah, it's on my route, plot a route when I've got more time, and stop and have a look around. But yeah, probably not seeing it at its best today. I think I'm going around the outside of it. Possibly. It's on my right. Might not be able to see anything of it. tradition, it seems to be, to put the Christmas trees on the outside of houses. So they decorate their villages with Christmas trees and pretend presents, usually attached to lampposts and what have you. I don't think I've ever been here before. I presume this tower up ahead may be part of the Benedictine Abbey, or it might be a water tower, because the French do build water towers that often look quite ornate. Or if you want to get closer, it's round though, which is unusual, isn't it, for an abbey? Is it a water tower? Is it? I think it might be. Yeah, I think it's an ornate water tower. Oh well. I hope there's no Benedictine monks listening who are affronted by that. Right, that was the end of that town, and back out into the countryside. This is the outskirts of Argenton-sur-Creuse. I wasn't expecting to come through here, but obviously SatNav had other ideas. You didn't hear it because I don't think it recorded, but I went, when I was in Spain, to the top of a hill where they had a statue, a religious statue, and of course in Spain the statues like that are Jesus. In France they're all of Mary. If someone didn't really know very much about religion, they'd think there was two different religions, that the French worshipped a lady god called Mary and the Spanish worship a male god, Jesus. Can't we see it? It was gold plated here, or gold leaf. I'm coming down the hill. I'm going to go over the river, which I assume must be the Creuse. River with their reflections. I think I need to be in this lane. I've got to go straight, but it sort of curves off to the left. I'm not really sure. I don't know if I've ever been through here before either. The A20 runs past here and it's free auto route. And once upon a time I used to use the free auto routes. So perhaps I've not been through here, or not for 30 odd years. Doesn't ring any bells. I was just researching to see how much quicker it would be if I did a section on the autoroute, because I know that the autoroute runs parallel to the main road here, the main road just off to my right. And before the SatNav had a chance to work it out, the road is closed, so I had to go on it. So I am going on the motorway for a bit to see what happens. The sky's clearing a little bit, it's looking a bit red over to my left. I hope that's a good sign for tomorrow morning. I've just got about 3/4 of an hour to go to somewhere I think I'll stop for tonight, which is on the banks of the Loire, or very close to it. It's a little bit further than I intended to go, but I thought if the rain was like it was, I might as well carry on, and if tomorrow is nicer, I might be able to stop somewhere. We'll see what the weather has in store for us tomorrow though. Changed my mind. Spotted somewhere that I've been before, so I'm going to come here instead. A bit posher than it was last time I was here, but yeah, I'm going the same place I think. The river was flooded last time I was here, and I thought, and I went and watched it to see if it was going down or coming higher, and it was going down. And by the morning it was much lower. Yeah, I seem to remember I had a quiet night here before, so I'll do the same thing tonight, or hopefully have the same quality of sleep. Well, another very quiet night. Now, the road that I was on wasn't very busy overnight, very quiet. Says I've got 9 hours to go to get to Calais. I won't drive all the way there because I don't need to. The ferry's almost lunchtime tomorrow. I think I'll probably hit rush hour, haven't I? It's 7:30 in the morning. It is 8 degrees, and this is I don't know what the road is. Pretty big road anyway. It is indeed 775 and I'm off. Well, bread has been procured, a croissant for breakfast. I'll stop when it's daylight and I can find somewhere nice, quiet. Church has got Christmas lights on it. Looks like another misty morning. I'm just hopeful that it will clear. Getting gradually lighter, but not yet sunny or anything. I started to video this because this church looks more like a fortress dominating the area or the village. I thought there might be somewhere to stop in here. There might be. I'll go round. Oh look, this the area of half-timbered stuff already. No, I was hoping there might be somewhere to park there. But there's not. So I'm going all the way around the church. Have a look at the decorations and everything. This is Les Fontaines de Sologne, I think, the fountains of the Sologne, and Sologne is the area I'm going through. It might be Sologne, but it's renowned for its lakes, of which there are dozens of them. I don't know which way to go. Way, and then the sat nav will tell me whether I'm right or wrong. This should take me back to the right road, hopefully. Everywhere around here is very white. It's tufa, I suppose. So even these tracks are almost like crushed chalk. This will be tarmac soon. It looks like a whole new housing development. It just cuts through to the road I was supposed to be on. I think perhaps I'm a little too picky for where I want to stop, because often I see somewhere and think, nah, it's not particularly nice place to stop, and then I spend another half an hour looking for somewhere better. Probably I should just stop, because actually what's important is breakfast, not the view. Alright, back on the road. I should have been on. Try and find somewhere that will do for breakfast. That was my breakfast spot. The architecture's feeling quite northerly. It's a bit strange because I'm still south of the Loire. I have crossed the Cher, but not the Loire. So technically, most people say this is the south of France, but I feel like someone who lives in Cornwall, thinking that, well, I don't know, Staffordshire is still the south of England. I don't know where I'm going actually. Sat-nav's still got to wake up. I'll recalculate the route. I think I'll go straight. Find out in a moment. Anyway, I'm heading towards the Loire. It can't be far away. Off the beaten track. It's a very quiet place. Lots of woods. Quite flat. I suppose this is like the area I cycled in when I went to Chambord, because Chambord is close to here. I've seen signs for it. Chambord's just, I don't know, 10k south of the Loire. So this is another hunting forest, probably, of some aristocrat at some time. Just entered the department of the Lorette, and but because I'm on a back road, there was a sign actually, but it's really, really small. It got me on the hop. Anyway, I'm about to cross. I assume this is the Loire. It looks enormous at the moment. Yep, I can see there the sign says it's the Loire. Sometimes there are sort of sandbanks and what have you, but not this time. The water is from one side to the other and flowing quite strongly by the look of it. Yeah, it is wide. It doesn't look particularly deep, but because the surface is quite rippled. And there's a chateau ahead, there's a castle slightly to the left, and it's advertising the medieval city. It's been a nice breakfast stop, I think, off to the right. Looks like lots of parking, and I can see a couple of camper vans. So yeah, this might be a nice spot. Looks like one of them hasn't even got up yet. And I've been driving for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Very low because I can see the bottoms of the wind turbines, but barely see the tops. So it looks like it's going to be another dull day of driving. But the scenery really from here to Calais isn't particularly hilly or broken, it's just pretty flat. Still, I've got my music to listen to. You see an awful lot of foreign lorries. I think this is the first time I've seen a Moroccan lorry. It doesn't seem to use his indicators at all, and also, yeah, it takes corners very, very wide and nearly wiped someone out at the last roundabout. That was the sat nav trying to say turn right to the Rue de Paris. It says Paris. She's English, the voice is English. Doesn't really make any attempt to say French words. No, yep, we are. There you are. That's the Hôpital de Houdan. So that must be the name of this town. It's just a rude driver, but as he's a BMW, it's kind of expected, isn't it? Look at that on top of the chimney on the church. Well, I thought it was a little box. It's not. It's just to shelter it. Strange, I've not seen them before. Oh, there's a bell. There's a bell under it, so that little hat was to try to keep the bell dry. I'm in a department called Yvelines, but I think it used to be called the Seine-et-Oise because I saw a sign, an old one of those concrete signs in a village back there that still had Seine-et-Oise. I have to look at the numbers because sometimes you see a number that seems out of order because all the departments are in alphabetical order, and sometimes you think, well, that's funny, why is that there? And then you realise it used to have another name, and so when they changed the name, the number that it would then have become is already taken by another department, so they just leave it out of order, as it were. Out of numerical order or alphabetical order. It's 1:30. I'm looking for somewhere to stop and have some lunch. So far though, it's a very agricultural area. There's not a lot of places I've seen. As I say, perhaps I'm a bit fussy. Obviously a hangover from a while. This is the D983, so I don't know what it would have been before. N83 maybe the N183. Anyway, it was a big enough road to have these trees planted. Just quite an impressive avenue of them. Often they get pollarded. Not for a while by the look of it. very well at catching them in time. Another department, 27, is it? Oh, well. Didn't spend long in Ur. Was, I think, 61. Once upon a time, all French children had to learn the numbers of all the departments off by heart. I know about, I don't know, 10% of them maybe a few more, but not many. And they tend to be the ones I've spent longer in or keep driving through a lot. Around a bit, I remember that was isn't 61, it's 60 because Orme is 61, so I'm not remembering them correctly anyway. But I think Ur is 27. I'll look it up though. And only 5 minutes later I've crossed the border now into Saint-Martin, which is 76, but I missed it. One of those little diddy widdy ones. I've just got on the motorway for I don't know how long it'll be, half an hour, just south of Abbeville. Just leaving Normandy now. Filled up with fuel, filled up with AdBlue as well, although that's a slow process. Took as long to get about 8 litres in as it did to fill the van with 50 litres, 60 litres. Anyway, you can see it's getting closer now, only 138k to Calais. I presume this is a Convoy Exceptional from Germany, by the look of it. Yep, with its own crew of motorbikes pushing all the traffic in. Let's go off the road on that verge. I was rather hoping I didn't get stuck, but it seems okay. Although it's all very well, they drive you off the road, do they help you get back on the road afterwards? Good morning. A bit difficult to see because it's still dark. It's 8 o'clock. Had a very quiet night on this car park until all the children start to turn up for school. That's okay. Just have to remember that children turn up early in France. The scenery is very, very different. Lots of little drainage canals, like you see on the right here. And the houses look extremely different. And last night I pulled into a campsite. The Park for Night app said it was open all year, but it wasn't. The owner came out and told me that it was only open from April to October, but I could almost not understand him. His accent was so different, and I suppose I'm so very close to Belgium here, so he was speaking a kind of Flemish French. And where I stayed last night was Zuidkerk, which this place was Rummingen. They're very different words to the words you'd see in the south. And yeah, Zuidkerk almost sounds like South Church. Kirk is of course Scottish for church. So I don't know, and Dunkirk and those other Kirks up here, I don't know whether that's a related word or not. But certainly it was, feels like another country here compared with where I'm much more used to. Now I am crossing a canal. Watten and Dunkirk's this way. This is Wattendam. suppose it's nice seeing it when it's not fully daylight because the Christmas lights are on. I know that I go over this bridge and then have to take a very sharp right because I'm pretty certain I have stopped at this place before. I think it must have been this time of year as well. And I don't remember the Christmas lights. Over the river, or maybe the canal. See the canal. Somewhere down here on the left there will be, yeah, other campers here as well. I thought there would be. Right, might as well dump the grey water while I'm here as well, and then that's one less thing to think of when I get back to England. But yeah, there would have been plenty of room here, but I didn't actually spot this until this morning. Right, and that was fairly quick. I've been this place before actually. One of my friends, Tim, has stayed here as well. It was full when I was last here. Anyway, back onto the route. I think I've got an hour's drive to get to Calais. Oh, the sat nav says 42 minutes. And it's only 9:15, so I'll be there half an hour earlier than I was planning to be, but then I haven't had breakfast yet, so I could have breakfast there. I think this river might be the AA. More like Belgium or the Netherlands, doesn't it? Really, than France. But then I think Belgium is probably only 15-20k away. I know we're very close to the border anyway. But still, they pollard the trees. I always assumed it was so the young saplings have a high density of leaves, so it makes more shade, but I'm not sure. For the Pas de Calais, almost missed it. So I presume I was in a department called North. Probably missed that. I'm back in the department du Nord. So presumably, as I get closer to Calais, I'll be back in the Pas de Calais as well. Probably missed it, but I'm in Pas de Calais now. Sign just on the corner or a gentle bend in the road. I'm on the autoroute, another 16k, turn off, and then basically I'm in the port. It's funny, they call this now Port Boulogne Calais. Boulogne is 30k away, and I don't think lady just told me there's an hour delay, which is a bit of a pain, but nothing really I can do about that. That beeps because I've not put my seatbelt on because I'm coming here, so I need to stop again. Well, that took ages. Couldn't really see, but there was 1, 2 or 3 in the queue before me that just didn't move for about 10 minutes. So now I've got to work out where I'm supposed to go. Lane 11. Right, through French passport control and English passport control. I wasn't searched this time. I was told there's an hour's delay. Did I say that? I'm sure. It's in lane 11. I'm sure she said 11, but on the ticket it says 1116. Lane 1116. She must have said 1116, and I'm going to go and find 1116 first. There's a ferry there, so hopefully this is the right queue. Not many of us there, are there? Not yet, but then I'm quite early. She said there's an hour's delay. Oh well, I haven't had any breakfast, so I can stop. Could have my shower here, couldn't I? But I'll stop and have breakfast here, a cup of coffee and whatnot. Merci, bonjour. Well, we're only 15 minutes from when the ferry was supposed to leave, so hopefully we've made a bit of time up and we won't be quite so slow. Or won't be quite so delayed, I should say. Funny how the sat-nav, when you plot somewhere in England as your next stop, automatically, even though you're in the port, tries to take you round via the tunnel. Even though I've not got ferries excluded on the route, on the planning preferences. Where are they sending me? Then, hopefully. God, someone there's keen to do his work. He was doing it on the car, and now he's doing it on the boat. Right, see you later. Well, I've got to stop the customers. It's different every time though. I mean, it's like that on purpose so that you don't get the hang of it. But I was just questioned this time, not searched, and the questions were just about tobacco. And I don't smoke, I don't carry any tobacco. I don't actually know anyone who smokes, I don't think. But also, they didn't ask me about alcohol. But I bought a very modest amount of that anyway, because one of the joys of coming back to England is ale, real ale, which is what I miss. One of the things I miss when I'm in France. So I certainly wouldn't be bringing any beer back, not when you've got proper ale to drink when you're back here. Anyway, now English roads, wonderful. It's actually a bit warmer here. It's 12 degrees. Looks grey, doesn't it? But it is 12 degrees, so it's a fraction warmer than when I left France. It's Friday. I just hope the M25 is not too bad. But you never can tell, can you? It's a complete lottery whether the M25 you can just sail through or get churned up in traffic. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. See you again soon. Bye bye.